my mother passed when I was like 8 years old. I went to live with my grandparents. And she had me when she was 15, so, back then it wasn't as common as the young girls have children at 15, a little more now than it did then. So at that point, she started hustling to be able to provide for me at that point. And she got killed when I was like 8 years old.
Well, what about Game? Because that's been above ground, shots back and forth, tons of records.
The Game situation, I really don't know where the disconnect was, or whether there was ever a connection is the question.
You don't know where the problem really starts?
Yeah. See, I worked with Game for 6 days. Dre worked with him for a year in the studio before they brought him to me for the 6 days to fix it. Like Joe Beast, like Brooklyn,
but
like
Rakim. Right there where you said to fix it. So you had to fix him.
Right.
So can you imagine when he hears that, of course he gonna be like, yo, you fixed me?
He knows that. It's facts. Like, look, if you spend a year in the studio with a producer like Dr. Dre, and you can't deliver a full record, something's wrong. Something's broken. In a 6-day time period, I created the material that was necessary for him to sell all the records and launch his career.
Do you actually like his music?
He had some hit music on that first album. 50
Just the first album?
Yeah.
Not the second album?
No, not really. But there's points there's certain things that I know when he's gonna win. I can hear a song and say he's gonna win this one.
I feel like you spend a lot of time beefing with people who are beneath you. Like you're a heavyweight and you're
fighting lightweights.
Yeah.
But that's hip hop culture. Like if you're not gonna
it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be like Jay and Nas were both huge. You know what I mean? When it was Ice Cube and NWA.
Right.
It's even. You know what I mean? You attacking Rick Ross.
And is it me attacking Rick Ross or is it Rick Ross attacking me?
But why would you even respond to a Rick Ross?
Why ignore it when I could destroy him and create a portfolio of dead bodies that indicate to artists it's not cool to try and compete when you're not ready? See, if I could be above the culture, and then you'll know what you'll say. Because of my financial success, you'll say, oh, he feels like he's bigger than everything else that's there. And then there's something wrong with that too also, isn't it? Like if I walked around and I felt like I was just better than the actual thing that created me. Because hip hop as an art form, I haven't lost my interest in competing. I think that's what makes the artists better artists.
We like you competing. We like the records that you do banging on these guys. But you haven't destroyed Rick Ross's career. He's put out an album.
Rick Ross just
People
put out
like
an
him.
album. Listen, he just put out an album.
One?
What was Rick Ross' last album? Triple C's. You know how many copies the record sold?
No.
4,000 copies. What is destroyed? Fat Joe's
last
album.
That's not a Rick Ross
Fat Joe's last album sold 8,300 copies. This is what happens.
That's another one, you punching below your weight.
No. This is me fighting the fighters that are challenging me. Because you went to the gym the first few days and the coach called you champ, don't mean you ready to fight Floyd Mayweather. Do you understand? So if they come prematurely, I'll finish them now before they can even get good enough.
You really, really, really went at Rick hard. I mean, when you talk about paying the bills for his baby's mother, and you had a sex tape. Did you have a sex tape with his not you? You put out a sex tape with his baby's mother.
He has two baby's mothers.
Yeah.
One's a call girl. You can obviously see Rick Ross is an unattractive man. You might want to purchase sex. This is not 50 Cent making up things. These are facts, people.
Shouldn't beef be man to man without bringing in the family?
Gotta approach every altercation or situation differently based on who you're competing with and how you assess your opponent.